We've been doing this actually since 1878 when my great-great-grandfather Andrew Myers brought the first black Angus to Jacksboro, Texas. The first memories I have are being with my grandfather, feeding cattle out of a 50-pound burlap sack. And it was a really big deal when I got big enough to lift one by myself. It's just something that is in you. If you love something, you're passionate about it. If you're passionate about it, you're going to be successful at it. There are 1,000 breeds of cattle in the world, and Black Angus is the only one that was picked solely for eating purposes. And that remains true today. This year's cattle are the best that we have ever made, and they really are. And next year, they'll be just a little bit better because the genetics available are getting better and better. Things like the marbling in a ribeye or the birth weight of a calf. They're all the same size, they're all fed the same thing. The only thing we do is try to improve traits from year to year. The way they're cared for humanely is a lot bigger deal than people realize. We never ever use electric prods, we never ever use hormones, we never ever use antibiotics. Not only does the meat eat better, it's more juicy, it's more tender, everything. Those animals are being harvested at a youthful age, whereas something coming out of some other country, it may be 3 years old, you don't know. We want those animals to be gentle because if they're terrorized right before they harvest, they develop all kinds of problems. We don't want that. Most places, they harvest their animals, the grader grades them, they get frozen and go into a box. Central Market's never done that. We've always aged to that beef. We met 30 years in the store in the original Central Market. It was a great time to be getting involved in something like that. Everybody, the produce buyers, the seafood buyers, they were so passionate, and it was just electric. They said to me that I want a really healthy, special beef, minimally processed and no added ingredients. I said, we can do all natural. He said, well, that's what I want. I said, that's what you'll get. They asked me one thing, would you consider giving me an exclusive in Texas? And I said, you got it. And we shook hands. My favorite thing to buy there is T-bone steaks. But of course the seafood's the best. The produce is the best. You know that they have looked at that product and tasted that product and it's right. To me, that's worth a lot. You can't find that anywhere else. Just because something grades prime does not mean it's going to be a particularly good eating experience. And there's only one way you achieve consistency. Only one way. The animals got to be the same, feed's got to be the same. Grade alone, that's not where it starts and stops. Grade's a good thing, but you want to be grading the same animals every time. And if you don't, it is absolutely impossible to have consistency. Breeds have different textures. Most people don't know that. Angus beef looks like you cut through a 2x4 piece of wood and it's got fine texture. And the Angus programs have that as a characteristic, fine texture. Seriously, I would rather have a choice, fine texture, Angus animal than I would a 2.5-year-old with horizontal grain. It's just better. There's so many similarities between quality beef and quality wine. You get what you pay for. That wine's opened up and I get that first sip, it's just like, that's just what I remember. What I'm trying to say is it starts here. Any place along the line, something can go wrong. And that's why you want to be married to the best partner. It's a high bar, and we do everything we can to uphold that standard. So that's what it's all about.